Hi sir, good morning. I'm Andy M. Salinas, B. Ismar Black E. Uh, Thank you for having a final exam, and I will be read the question of your I will be read give your question, and I will be read an answer, but I will be explain to you the purpose of ISO. And first of all, what is the purpose of ISO in an institution? The purpose of ISO International Organization for Standardization is an independent non-government. The ISO is non-government, dili na siya gobyerno. International organization that develops standard. Nag-develop sila og standard to ensure tinuod tinuod nga to ensure the quality safety, tinuod na quality og safety kanang kaning kuan siya kanang makatabang and efficiency of product na kanang kanang daghan siyang mga product and service and system. Number 2, explain how important is ISO in an institution. Cite at least 2 examples of its important. ISO standard are the key part of society. Ang ISO na part siya sa society as they ensure quality and safety in both product and service in international trade. Ang ISO pang international siya na trade nga daghan siyang mga product. Business can be seen to benefit from ISO standard as they can help cut costs by improved system and procedures put in place. Ang ISO siya ang nag-guide kung asa ibutang ang imong siya ang nagpa-improve og siya nagbutang ang imong business. Mo siya. Having an ISO certification is important for SMS. Ang ISO siya ang naghatag sa mga license or kanang certificate because of ability of enact growth, profitability, and cost saving. The benefits of reducing waste also allows your workforce to be more efficient and establish ongoing QMS standard for improving and sustainable consumer success. Ang ISO siya ang nag-guide sa mga consumer kung sakto ba or kanang sila ang nagpatupad og balaod sa mga consumer na mga di ba mga trabahante. Dayon explain example of example of importance sa ISO is example is increased focus on context of the organization and risk recognition. Yun permanent employees such as subcontraction and suppliers. Yun kanang kuan number 3, an area of responsibility in accordance with proper produce that under the direction of area master or chief meet or that responsibility. Sa kuan, number 2, explain how important ISO is to institution. Nabasa na ko. Ang example din niya as of its importance is improve consumer satisfaction. Improve kanang ang ilang consumer kanang kabalo mo dala. By understanding your consumers need and reducing errors. Ang ilang mga consumers kinahanglan ang ISO kabalo sila mo kuan sa ilang consumer na mo understand kung unsa ang pagkulang or na sila errors kana kabalo sila mo dala ana. Needs and reducing errors, you increase consumer confidence, then kabalo po sila mo confidence sa usa ka ilang gibuhat. Consumers confidence in your ability to deliver products and services. Higher operating efficiency by following industrial best practice and focusing on quality and can reduce cost. Higher operating efficiency kanang mga paspas sila mo create og kuan kanang operation or efficiency. Number 3, explain what is the purpose of having occupational health and safety standard for safer. Cite at least 2 example. Safeguarding and maintaining health and safety in the workplace is important frequency. Dapat ang safeguarding sila ang nag-maintain sa health and safety in workplace in importance frequency. For motivated and products working process both for employers and employees, that new ISO 45001 standard muna siya code 45001 standard for occupational health and safety management will supersede OHS AS 18001 may code pod sa OHS AS 18001, the previous standard for occupational health and safety, and will minimize the risk of damage to health and end of area responsibility accordance with proper produced and under the direction of our master or chief mate or that responsibility. Muna siya kuan kanang mga health sa purpose of having occupational health safety standard kani siya. Dayon accidents in the workplace BSOS is AS 18001 was developed by the British. Ang unang nagdevelop aning kuan kanang sa health sa kaning health sa health and safety standard for seafarer. Ang British nagkuan ani, the British Standard Institution BSI, and form the basis for the new ISO 45001 standard. Example is increased focus on the context of the organization and risk recognition. Increase kanang nagpaubos sila sa focus on context of organization and risk recognition, taking account of individuals who are not permitted employees such as subcontractors and suppliers. Kaya sila kanang na sila mga tagsang account ng kabutang. Number 4, standard of training certificates and watchkeeping STCW. What are the different functions and competence needed to become an officer in charge of Navigation Watch OIC NW for BSMT students and officer in charge of engineering. First of all, BSMT, Bachelor of Science and Transportation. Muna siya ang ilang kuan ana kanang watchkeep, ang ilang trabaho ana nasta sa DIC department. Dapat kabalo sila mo kuan sa machine sa DIC, kanang kabalo sila sa mga equipment sa bridge. Officer in charge of Navigation Watch OIC NW means a deck officer in the operational level who has direct control over the performance of all function within an area of responsibility in accordance with proper procedures and under the direction of the master or chief mate for that responsibility. Kini siya mo diretso din siya sa mo perform ang yung performance of all function with areas responsibility accordance proper procedures under direction for the master or chief mate for that responsibility. Trends sa BS MARE kay sa watchkeeping of BS MARE is to maintain the all machinery, all level. Trends engine room watchkeeping officer, also called second or third engineer, responsible for maintenance, operation and repair for the main and auxiliary engines as well as other engine room duties at that operation level. Sila ang og naa sila yung mga kinahanglan sa engine, sila ang mag-ayo, to maintain, etc. They are quantify the work on board vessel of any type and propulsion power. Explain the function and by competence needed to become an officer in charge of Navigation Watch OIC NW for BSMT student and officer in charge of Engineering Watch OIC EW for BS MARE students. Number 1 is for BSMT cadets students refers to an improved seagoing service of not less than 36 months. Dili sila mo for not less than dili sila mo abot og 30 months in the position other than a cadet or apprentice. Dili siya malapas sa 36 months ang iyang kontrata. General purpose deck or deck boy, ordinary seaman, able seaman, quartermaster, boatswain, or provide at least 6 months for which shall involve the performance of bridge. Kini silang mga quartermaster, boatswain, o kanang ordinary seaman, able body seaman, muna siya ang maabot og tag dili siya at least 6 months, muna siya ang maabot. Then sa engine po, sa engine, the Bachelor of Science in Marine Engineering BS MARE programs aims to provide equip students with knowledge, understanding, proficiencies, skill, competence, attitudes, and value to qualify them. Sa engine, kami BS MARE mag-supervise kami sa kuan og unsa puy sulugoon sa kuan kang higher level dapat sundo namo kay silbi apprenticeship paman mi. Yun, dapat kabalumi mo known as kabalumi mo kuan sa yung makina sa machinery, all machinery. Kabalo mo lantaw og unsa ni siya og unsa ni ang unsa ni ang purpose kana. And thank you, sir.